All right. Yeah, in this video, man, I wanted to talk about why women aren't attracted to nice guys. And I think every guy goes through this at
Oh,
some point.
definitely.
At some point, I think every guy uh, has to fight through this, go through this on some level. Might not be on every level, you know. But speaking of the game last night, there's something that everybody can learn from the game last night, man. You know, it's like, I mean, just in life in general, you can what happened last night during the game, even though New England lost,
Hmm.
but that have that mindset that they have, you got to play 60 minutes and you can't ever give up.
Word. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
think
yeah, no,
I think a lot of people really don't know what it takes to consistently win like that on any level.
that's true. That's true. I feel like the average person, when things aren't going in their favor, you know what I mean? They're very quick to give up on it and be like, well, I can't do it. I tried. That's what most people's mentality is, hey, I tried it, it didn't work, that's it. You know what I mean? But it takes more than that. Definitely.
Yeah, and one thing about New England that I like is they don't care about what anybody thinks. It's just all about them as a
Yep.
team, as a collective. But like if you're a nice guy, it's like the opposite. You're always thinking about what people are going to think about me. You're trying to please everybody as much as people as possible. You're trying to do too much. But
Mm.
them as a team, it's all about the team. It's not about the media, even though they do media. You know, that's just a part of
Yeah.
part of the job, basically. You know what I'm saying? Part of being a coach, part of being a player or whatever. But they don't really get caught up in that stuff. You can just tell the way they go about doing their business. You know, it's not like it's like if you look at every team in the NFL, every team they go about doing things different. And the teams that I guess stay focused to winning and not trying to be like I don't know, I guess like Showtime, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like Dallas. You know, Dallas is all about tickets. That's what it's all about in Dallas. All about Showtime. You got the stars, you got the lights, you got the cameras, you got Jerry Jones. You know, I
Yep.
mean, he do more interviews than any owner.
And they haven't won a Super Bowl since '96, so it's definitely about the show.
Exactly. See, that's my point. They're doing too much. That's
Mm.
why they're not winning successfully, consistently. You know,
Yep.
that's the problem.
The
And
other thing,
it's like you can take that same concept and apply it to like your social life. If you go about doing your business, find your purpose, whatever that is, you ain't gonna really have time to worry about what anybody really thinks. Really. I mean, if you take a look at, I mean, let's take I don't know, take Russell Wilson. Now you might
all
say
right,
he's a sucker. Now, regardless of what you think about Russell Wilson, he ain't had to negotiate with Sierra
that's
to
true.
be with him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got time. He's on the field playing his game that he loved, since he was a little kid. He don't got time to negotiate and hear about how she feels when she wake up in the morning and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you
No.
even look at some of these entertainers, they don't really got time for all that shit. They don't really
Hmm.
got time to think about, you know, how you feel about me in the news.
Exactly, exactly. How they feel about anything, period. When you're on that type of level, like your whole mentality is different. It's not like you take let's take, I don't even know, like Big Sean or somebody, and like a
Yeah.
regular dude. Now the regular dude is gonna have time to be sitting here cupcaking with you, you know what I mean, over every day, sitting on the phone for an hour. Now a celebrity like Big Sean, his mindset's not like that. He don't have the time because there's different levels of this. His mind's focused on the money, you know what I mean? Just, being ready to go. He doesn't have that time. So it all does tie in together where is if you're busy and you're doing what you need to do, you out here getting money or doing whatever, you're not gonna have the time to be worrying about what the average person would be worrying about. So I hear you, definitely.
Exactly. That's where everybody's mind should be at, on the money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's where everybody's mind should be at. But somehow a lot of us get sidetracked. We start thinking that we got to please everybody, please the parents, you try to please the new girl, you try to please the grandparents, everybody. I mean, it don't work. It don't work, man. You're gonna burn yourself out trying to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple years gonna go by, and you're gonna be looking like I haven't really done shit. In the past 5, 10 years, I'm not even on the right track.
Yep.
And then the girl that you used to have, she left you.
Yo, Sean Gabe, you described my whole last relationship I was in a year ago.
I mean, it happens to everybody, man. At least once. At least
Yeah.
once. It don't work. I mean, if you can't, you just cannot negotiate with people to be around you, or try to talk people into being around you. Either they in or they out. My
Mm-hmm.
philosophy, I have an open door policy. I talked about this many times.
Oh yeah, definitely no.
Anybody that comes in my life, they're not stuck. I mean, if they gotta go, take care. It won't be no beef, no hard feelings, none of that. And I wish them well. But I don't really got time for all that, really. I never really
No.
had time. I never really had time for all that. It's like, but the thing is, a lot of times, a lot of women will take advantage of that shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know?
Oh yeah. And the other thing too I was gonna say is when you're so worried about pleasing everybody else, you start losing yourself because you're
Yeah.
no longer thinking about what's good for you and what you can do to benefit to move forward in life. You're more focused on, the other people. And then when you finally wake up out of, like Shargay said, maybe a couple years, 5 years, 10 years, you're gonna feel like I haven't moved anywhere, but everyone else that you help is now about 3, 4 steps ahead of you. So
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, the average guy that meet a woman, as soon as she come through the door, he's treating her like a hero.
hmm.
I mean, and as soon as she does something wrong or makes some type of move that he doesn't like, she go from the hero to the zero.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. And you know what I mean? A lot of the times too, Shark Game, you find this a lot when you're dealing with guys that have a very attractive girl. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole nice guy thing, that really, they really put them on a pedestal and really cater to their every single need, and like, take a lot of disrespect because they have a beautiful woman. I see that a lot with the nice guy team as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, they'll put up with anything because they feel like they can't do better, or maybe they got low self-esteem,
Mm.
whichever the case is, man. And meanwhile, when she's around those other guys, the hustlers, the guy on the corner, the the guy with high status, they're not treating her like that at all. In a lot of cases, man, they treat her like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But when she's around the nice guy, there's all these rules. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
can't do this, you can't do that. I got a
Yeah,
headache.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a
But
headache.
the last dude didn't have those rules. Dirty Dick Ronnie didn't have those rules.
No,
You know.
no. But when it's your turn, all of a sudden, oh, I don't do this. I usually don't do
Mm,
this. Nah, you're
yep.
lying.
Yep.
You know,
Oh man.
it's like, come on. It's like I remember like when I was in my 20s, I figured out that almost every woman that I met had a different relationship with every guy. The relationship they had
Mm,
with me was totally different with other guys. It's like with other guys, it's like they didn't really have to do nothing. Just all they had to do was just be there.
yep.
And they just jumped in. They just got down. The guy wasn't doing nothing. This when I went to college too. When I went to college, I was around a lot of athletes,
Right.
and them dudes used to run through
Mm,
women. I mean, I'm
yep.
like, God damn.
Hmm.
Like, this is
That's how it goes.
wow.
And
Yeah,
a lot of. Hmm?
go ahead.
I was gonna say another thing too, that why women do the whole nice guy thing too, is like with women, confidence is really key. So when they see a dude with a lot of confidence, and also women like mysterious. So if you're a nice guy and you always saying yes and you don't really stand for anything, have a little bit of backbone, that's not gonna interest a woman. You know what I mean? Because
Mm,
a woman like that chase. You know what I mean? If you just giving her everything, you know what I mean? She'll take it, but
yeah,
she's not gonna lose interest in you, So you gotta
yeah.
remember that.
I just got to a point, man, where in my 20s, I didn't care about what women do. I didn't care. I'm like, look, I got to take
Mm-hmm.
care of me first because if I don't take care of myself first, I'm no good for anybody. So I'm like, because guys used to always ask me, I think my cousin asked me, I think he was the first that asked me, um, I think he asked me if I ever, if I had a girlfriend that cheated on me. And I was like, yo, I don't know. I really don't care.
All right.
Because I'm at the time, I'm saying, look, I'm not married to none of them. So I don't care. I really don't got the time to really think about what she's doing. If I get to that point where I have to think about what she's doing or I don't trust her being around me, well, she got to go.
Yeah. No,
You know?
definitely. No, there's no trust. You know what I mean? There can't be any kind of relationship. So.
Yeah, and see, that trust really is an illusion. And the reason why I say that because people behave based on the consequences.
Mm.
If you really think about it, people really behave. I mean, there's some people that just don't give a fuck,
Yeah,
but
of course.
most people behave based on the consequences. If they know that they're going to lose their job, they're not going to talk shit at work. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, if they know the boyfriend is going to beat them up, if they get smart at the mouth, they're not gonna talk slick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So that's why I said trust is really an illusion.
Right. And that goes back to when girls disrespect you, your girl disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean you need to be an asshole about it, but
No, you
you
don't.
need to check them. Wait until
Yeah.
they get in the car and just be like, hey, you're out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Whoopty whoopty whoop, and she'll be like, oh, you know what, baby, you right, whatever, and then bam, you don't need to wild out or whatever. But it's when
No.
you let it go. It's when you let it go, because women are sometimes like kids. You know what I mean? You give them an inch, they want a mile. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you let them get away with it once, they're gonna do it again. So.
Yeah. I give you an example. A couple days, this like what was last week? Yeah, this was last week. I mean, this is actually happened to me last week.
Okay.
Now I known this chick for about I'm gonna say about 5 months now. She's older than me, you know, and I can tell she's fascinated by me. She's lusting after me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I picked up on it a long time ago. But I'd be laughing at it though. This is kind of funny. So I'll be like, oh shit. But she goes out of her way to make sure that whatever she does, it's okay with me, right? And I'm kind of like, yo, I really don't care, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
we ain't getting married, no. So I mean, I think she's a nice person, but I really don't care, you know. It's like so she usually call me from time to time, and I'll meet her wherever you know, if I'm not busy or whatever. And on this particular night, we went to like a bar and grill, and they
Okay.
usually and they at I think at a certain time they usually open up the dance floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she likes to dance, right? And she likes a lot of attention. That's another thing that I don't like a lot of attention. That's the thing, you know. It's like, but I notice like every time we go to this spot, the spotlight is always on us. I don't necessarily like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I just accept it for what it is. So it's like a couple guys met her before I met her, which I'm not surprised because she likes a lot of attention. You
Right.
know, she like being like the star of the show, spotlight on her,
Okay. Okay.
especially
I got that.
you know what I'm saying, especially on the dance floor, whatever, which is cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But you know, there was some guys in there that she knew. I knew of them. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I might have spoke to them a couple times or whatever. So I got tired of dancing. I'm like, yo, go ahead.
I hear it.
So what happened is I was ready at a certain time. It was about probably 12:30, and I was ready to go. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I don't know what she gonna do, but I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to go, you know. And she, before she left the last time to go on the dance floor, I was sitting down, and she was like, "Hey, don't go anywhere. I'm coming back. I got to talk to you." So I'm like, man, fuck this.
What?
So I was like,
I know
I was
you.
like, I was like, I don't know. I'll just tell her I'm sorry later. I don't care. I'm out.
Yeah. Right.
So about 20 minutes later, she calls me and said, "Hey, why did you leave?" I said, "Man, I was tired. I had to go." Right. And then she kind of knew that I didn't like. She kind of sensed that I didn't like that I told her that she told me to wait for her, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that shit. I really don't. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I'm not waiting on anybody.
I hear that.
So then she went on to apologize and everything, and she said she wanted to talk to me outside because basically she said she wanted a one-on-one with me. That basically means she wanted to take me home with her. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
She
like,
wanted to shot, man.
yeah, yeah. So, but I was like, I'm still ready to go. I'll catch you another time.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? So in situations like that, if something's going on that I don't like, I'm out of there.
Mm-hmm. No, I
You
hear
know,
you. Most guys wouldn't have did that though, Shark Game. Most guys would have sat there, you know what I'm saying, watching her dance or go out and talk to her and would have sat there for like a half hour to an hour until she came back.
yeah, I'm
You
not
know?
doing that. I'm not doing that. And then she went on to say that uh what she kind of lied because she called me and I told her I'll meet you there, right? Then she went on to
Right.
say that, well, she thought I was going to be there regardless. I said, no, no. I only came out there because you called me and I said I was going to meet you out there. So that was kind of like a lie.
Yeah.
So, but when she called, that tells me that she cares. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, I'm out of here. Most guys would have stayed because they were thinking about the sex or whatever.
Oh
But
yeah.
look, man, I'm still out of here.
Mm-hmm. That one track mindset though. How most dudes all they think about is sex. They don't realize that, you know what I'm saying. You know, if you're moving a shaker like you always say, shotgun, that shit's gonna come to you regardless. You know, you see most
Exactly.
dudes. You see what happens? She still calls shark game after that. She's still gonna come if she's interested. You know, at least she respects it as like, okay, I can't be wasting this guy's time like that. You know, next
Exactly.
time, you know, I won't do that.
That's exactly what she said
Hmm.
after everything. Then that she called me today Monday. She called me 3 days ago, and
Hmm.
she was like, she said next time she come out, she's gonna plan the day.
Yeah. She knows Shark Game. She knows. You know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You gotta have that. You gotta have some sort of background. I mean, backbone. You can't be that yes dude, that nice guy all the time. Nice guy, like if you were the nice guy at Shark Game, she would have did the same thing to you next time. Hold on,
Yeah.
wait right there. I'll be back.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So you know, you can't always do that.
You gotta have standards, man.
Mm. Yeah, that's another thing, man. That's a whole nother thing, those sharp game standards. Like I feel like nowadays, like a lot of dudes standards are out the window. The only thing we're requiring is a fat ass and a pretty face. That's the standards. Anything else is just, you know, will take you as you is. And that's why I feel like a lot of relationships don't last, and you know why there's a lot of like arguing domestic things, because these people shouldn't be together in the first place. Everything's based on looks, you know.
Self-respect, man.
Mm-hmm.
Self-respect. There's a lady that I met a long time ago. She says self-respect is more powerful than a nuclear weapon.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
Self-respect, man. You know, if you don't got it, if you don't show it, if you don't live it, nobody else will.
That's for sure.
You know?
That- that's definitely for sure. And like I had said, like there's no like we're not trying to say, you know, guys don't be a nice guy to women. You know what I'm saying? We're just saying, you know, you gotta be nice to a point where you don't lose respect for yourself, and she's not gonna lose respect for you. Because I'll tell you what, I've seen this 9 times out of 10 when guys change for a woman. You know what happens at the end of the day? She ends up leaving him for
Yep.
a dude that's exactly like he was in the beginning. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, but it's true. You know, and
Yeah.
then you're like, wait a minute.
It happens every time. And then the cycle starts again. She's gonna meet this guy. He might fall for the same trick as the last guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the
It's true,
cycle is
Charlie.
gonna repeat itself. You know, and then she's gonna leave that guy and go to the next guy. And he
Mm-hmm.
might fall, for it too.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. You gotta be sharp out here, you know. And what was the other thing too? You know, the other thing too, we didn't say sharp game too, you know, for the fellas, is the fact that you know, maybe the type of women that they're going after as well has a lot to play, you know what I'm saying? You know, with the whole nice guy sort of thing as well.
Oh yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Hmm?
no doubt about it. Because let's say she's from I don't know, let's say she's from Asia, like Japan, China, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's been times where uh you know, I know a lot of Japanese people. I still got friends in Japan, and I know some Japanese people here in America. But it's been times where um sometimes me being, how would I say, cordial or uh just, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, that can be taken in a sexual manner.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've experienced that. I experienced that. It's like It's happened 2 or 3 times to be exact. It's like
Mhm.
after a while, I'm like, hey, because if somebody come to your house or whatever, I mean, I treat them good. If you need anything, you want to drink anything, or you're hungry or whatever, because I was raised that way, right? But some women from other countries, other nationalities or whatever, cultures, they'll look at that like, hey, he likes me, or maybe he wants to do something with me, or maybe he wants something from me. I don't know
Mhm.
exactly which one it is, but I'm about to find out.
Yep.
So they'll do something. Either they'll make a subtle move, or they might say something indirectly.
Mm.
So that happens too. And then it could go the other way. It could be taken as a weakness, you
That's
know.
true.
So yeah, but you're right. It's gonna come down to how she was raised and how she grew up and the environment, basically.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And also sometimes women from other countries, if you approach them with like kindness and things, they look at you as if you're crazy because they're
Yeah.
not even used to that. They're used to being, told what to do, and they're not used to that kind of treatment by a male figure.
No, because outside of America, guys treat women very rough.
Hmm.
Really, guys in other countries say, I've been told by other guys in other countries, they say we soft over here. Yo, you still there?
Yeah. Shot
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Hold on. I don't know what just happened.
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with that.
No, it's all good. Just keep talking.
Uh,
Yeah. So guys, you know, they treat women very differently outside of America.
yeah, no, they definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah. It's like they'd be like, yo, you guys are soft in America, And a lot of those women will come over here, and the word gets around fast that hey, if you want to live better, get treated better, go to America, go to Canada, go to parts of the UK, certain parts of the UK anyway, not all of it. Go to I don't know, Australia. They treat you
Hmm.
nice over here. They treat you nice over here. They treat, it's like women can talk. We can have an opinion. Shit,
Hmm.
we can rename ourselves and call ourselves anything we want. We don't gotta have permission. I mean, we can grab the microphone and speak freely with no consequences. Oh man, it's freedom over here. We can sleep with as many guys as we want, man. And some guys always gonna accept us, take us in, wipe us up too.
Oh,
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen in Japan, bro. It ain't gonna happen. Uh-uh. As soon as she gets found out, forget about it. Even if she's 35, ain't nobody touching that. Ain't no
so she's
Japanese
sort of
guy.
like banished.
Huh?
She's sort of like banished then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah. She's 35. Ain't no Japanese guy touching that. Not no Japanese guy that's in her age range. I mean, the Japanese guy gonna have to be 50,
Mm.
60. If she's 35, he ain't touching. I mean, a 35-year-old Japanese guy, they ain't looking for no 35-year-old Japanese woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they come over here, man. They'll come over here and start suing people.
Man.
Yeah, I mean this shit doesn't happen over there. Nobody gets an attorney over there. That's very rare.
Yeah, I remember you
So
saying that. Like, it's
yeah,
looked down upon.
yeah, that's looked down upon. If you if you get an attorney in Japan and you go out and tell all your friends and the people at the job what you just did, man, they're not gonna fuck with you no more. They're gonna get
Mm-mm.
very uncomfortable. Shit.
Because you're sort of being looked at it like tell me if I'm right. So you're sort of being looked at as if you can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Yep.
can't really talk to you about things like that because you'll go to authorities or try to press charges.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's like a lot of these girls that come over here to America, they're not the cream of the crop. They just average girls, average people, basically. And they're willing to do almost anything to stay over here, to keep their jobs or do whatever they want. Or some of them want to be famous, they live in LA or New York or whatever, you
Right.
know. So it's like, I give you an example. If you hire, man, let me tell you something. If you hire one of these girls that come from some place like Japan or China or whatever, and let's say you have an assistant. Let's say you see
Okay.
your assistant. Man, she'll do anything to keep that job, man. I mean, she'll feel like she's obligated to do whatever you say. Really. If you say,
Wow.
hey, I'm going out of town this weekend on business, are you able to travel along with me? Yeah.
No
You
questions
know,
asked.
you know what time it is. And she's like, hey, you don't gotta get a separate room. You can stay with me.
I wouldn't have it any other way. You know what I mean? That's their thinking.
Yeah.
I feel.
I mean, these young girls is doing it like that out here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All the time.
Especially a young girl with a baby. Oh man. She'll
Mm.
do that's like her job is her livelihood. That's how she feels about that.
Yep.
So
That's
now,
totally true.
yeah, so you got these guys out here that I'm still shocked when I hear guys can't get laid. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy because like I said, not all women with children, but a lot of women with children, they're looking for husbands. You know what I'm saying? And like they got 2 or 3 kids. They're not being that picky. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they in their early 30s, 35, like they'll throw it on you. You know what I'm saying? Try to really win. So
they can't. They can't be picky. They should be happy somebody's giving them the time of the day.
mm-hmm.
The pickings is already slim for them already. So it's like, you got baggage. So it's like, she ain't trying to give you a hard time. She make things easy for you, really.
Yeah, and that's the sort of right there the sort of difference between men and female too, because female you'll see a beautiful woman with like some overweight just like guy, you'd be like, wow, why is she even with him? But at the end of the day, she's got 2 or 3 kids. This guy's
Yep.
financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Us, we're not gonna be with some whale just because she's got a little money. You know what I'm saying? But women, like they're in survival mode. They'll do whatever they got to do. So it's not
Exactly.
that really.
Exactly. You know, which brings me to my point. This is why we are the prize and not them.
Exactly.
A lot of
Exactly.
women look when they don't. A lot of them don't age well, especially today. You know,
Mm.
they have kids. They a lot of them gain weight. A lot
Oh
of them
yeah.
get sick. I mean, most guys I know don't get sick. Most guys I
Oh.
know ain't got no cancer or high blood pressure or diabetic or any of that shit. But a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women are. A lot of women are. A lot of women are popping antidepressants, popping some type of pill, and she ain't ever gonna tell you about it.
Oh no.
Until
No,
you go in
not till you
her,
go in the bathroom.
yeah, you pull open the cabinet, you be like, whoa. I mean, there's pills in that motherfucker, man, and you can't even pronounce.
Right, right. And then you ask her, what's all this for? Oh, that's in case I got a little headache or something like that. Little, you know what I mean?
Yeah. know, shit. And a lot of these women on antidepressants more than anything else. You know, either they on antidepressants or they used to be on it.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and I think, look, I would like to know if you've been on antidepressants.
And some of these women should be on medication. You know, a lot of women walking around with shit you wouldn't even like, you know, bipolar and you know what I
Yeah.
mean, depression. You would never even know it, but by their actions, you know, if you're an unexperienced, you know, young dude or whatever that hasn't been with a lot of women, you're not gonna know these kind of signs. You know what I'm saying? You might even feel like it's your fault when it's really, you know what I mean. There's something wrong with her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, pills, that shit fuck you up, man.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
It don't help, you know.
No, them
So it's
pills.
like
That's
sometimes, I mean, I met a lot of people that was mentally ill, you know, past 20 years. So it's like certain signs I'd be like, oh, okay. I'm like, you flipping out a little bit too much. You got too much of a temper tantrum. You know,
right.
I'm like,
Or what they're flipping out about too, sharp game. Like if it's something that there's no reason why they should be flipping out like that, there's signs like that too. But a lot of dudes, they don't know those signs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, me and you, like we know signs like that. But a lot
yeah.
of dudes, like, you know, they can't put two and two together.
They'll be like, oh, she crazy. I said, man, she might have a good reason to be crazy. You know?
Yeah, you gotta know that. I mean, and like I said, like you know, this has to do with the fact that like it's really good to be well educated about a lot of things, man. You know what I mean? It's always good to keep learning because there's certain things, you know, just in people in general that you know what I mean. You really want to be a good judge of character. You know what I'm saying? Because some people you're being so nice to do, you know, taking that nice guy role that at the end of the day, no matter how nice you are, it's not going to change that person. And the reason for that is because they could have a mental illness. They could have something that's severely wrong with them that your kindness and all this time spending isn't going to fix that too. So that's another
Yeah.
aspect of, you know.
Yeah, see, that's why I always say it's not your job to fix anybody. It's not your job. You know, you can point them in the right direction if you have the knowledge, you know, or the right information or whatever. But you know, that's basically all you can do. People have to want to help themselves or change. You know, that has to be something that they want to do. You can't
Oh yeah,
really. You can present somebody opportunity or new information or whatever, but they might not want to receive it at the time.
exactly. The old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, you know.
Yeah.
So
You know, so it's like at the end of the day, man, I always say either you're in or you're out. It's my game, my life, my show. So,
that's right.
you know, so it's like when a lot of people, well, no, I don't. When some people try to they try to argue with me. It doesn't happen often, but when it happens, I'll be like, look, we can sit here all day and argue and go back and forth, and agree and disagree.
Right.
But hey, what you gonna do? You know, what you trying to do? I mean,
Yeah.
you either you're with me or against me. I don't play that game where it's like, oh, no comment. I'm neutral. No, no, ain't no neutral. If you
Mm-mm.
say you're neutral, you against me. I don't play all that. I don't play them. Oh, maybe this, maybe that. No, okay, maybe you're against me. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
You know, I don't play that. If you ask somebody a question, they'll be like, "Oh, no comment. Oh, I don't want to touch that." Okay, yeah, you're on that other side over there. Yeah,
Exactly. And that
yeah,
that that goes back to knowing your worth in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's a really good point because if you know your worth, you're not going to argue with someone because you've already stated your opinion. You've already stated what you believe in. So if the other person's not going to be on the same page, nothing you say is going to make change that person's mind. So now what you're
yeah,
doing is you're wasting time, and that's something. Time is something you can't get back. So
exactly. So that's why I say, hey, either you're in or you out. That's it. If you out, take care.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And a lot of women, the most attractive women, they get guys kiss their ass all day long for
Exactly.
years. You got some women out here ain't never got checked.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Guys kiss their ass for years. And as soon as they meet the one guy that checks them, boy, they can't let go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shark game. Let me say this. Let me say this. There have been so many occasions where like I've been out here. I've been out here with some bad chicks, and we went out. We're doing our thing, and they do something out of pocket, and I check them right there, and I swear to God, they'll look at me like, wow, no guy's ever talked to me like that, like ever put me in my place like that. Like this is new to me. And I say,
Yeah.
yeah, you want to know why? Because these guys are simping. They don't have the courage to stand up. They don't have the courage to stand up and tell you, hey, you messed up because they're so worried that you're going to leave them. I was like, I don't care. I was like, same thing, Shark. I got an open door policy too. You know what I'm saying? You in or you out. You know what I'm saying? You come and you go. That's why I don't expect anything from people until they prove me different, until they prove me wrong,
Yeah. So it is what it is.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I don't know. I hope more. I hope guys really, they really take this into perspective and be like, you got to have some standards. You can't just go out here thinking you're gonna win just to cater to a woman's every single needs. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, like I've seen it so many times, Shark Game. This is the downfall to a lot of guys. This whole nice guy thing, and it's you're not gonna win. You're setting yourself up for failure, fellas.
Yeah. Plus, I always say I ain't trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a man. That's all I'm trying to do.
I
I'm
like
trying.
that. I like that one.
I'm trying to be a man. I don't walk around and say, hey, if somebody asks me, hey, you're a nice guy, I say, shit, I don't know. I let other people be the judge of that. I don't know. Only thing I can
Mm,
say is I'm trying to be a man. That's it. I'm
mm,
trying to be a man 24/7. That's it. And I'm trying to be productive and I'm trying to do what I want to do in life. That's
oh yeah.
it. Around the people that I care about, around the people that I respect, friends, family, you know, that's it. I ain't trying to be because if you think about it, a lot of these people, entertainers, athletes, police chief, a lot of these people ain't nice.
Oh no.
A lot of these people are assholes. And then let's look at Trump. He's an asshole. Everybody know that, but they support him though.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
that's true.
I mean, look at all the dumb shit Trump done on camera and everything he done said. People still support him. The women still support him. He grabbing cooch, everything on camera, and they still support him. They make excuses for him all the time. I mean, you can say what you want to say about him, but they still support the dude. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah, and the thing with Trump, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't get a lot into the political side, but I will say this about Trump. I feel like it Trump being president, it shows how much people like to be entertained. It's more about the entertainment nowadays than what I'm saying, the
Yep.
realness and really getting things done and taking things serious. It shows me that most people in America, they it's taking things serious isn't really the main focus. Being entertained, you know what I'm saying? It's like this is like watching TV. Besides this, our country's being run. You know what I'm saying? Like this, at least to
Yeah,
me.
they don't care. I mean, think the average person. What do the average person think about every day? They think about themselves.
Exactly.
That's all they care about. They get up in the morning, think about themselves. They go to work, think about themselves. They come home, think about themselves. when the Super Bowl comes up, everyone wants to go to the party. They think about themselves. And if you can't, if you don't call them, or if you can't bring anything to the table, or if they can't control you, they don't want nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah.
Most people are like that.
Oh yeah.
That's why there's so much chaos between the sexes as far as relationship goes. Even on a friendship level, most people don't really have no friends, man. It's more like a associate or hangout buddy or some shit like that or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
most people hang around people all day long for years. They don't really know anything about the other person.
that's true.
Only thing
That's
they know about is what they see on the surface. They know the person got a job and they might know where they live. They show up at the bar or show up at the party or whatever, but they don't know anything about the person. They don't know the person's background. They don't know the person's family. Never met any of the relatives.
mm-hmm.
Never
And
met the kids if they got them.
yeah, no, definitely. And sometimes they know all that sharp game, but at the end of the day, that person is really, it begins to be like they're in competition with one another. So the whole friendship thing, it's like out the window. It's sort of like you're just sort of going through the motions. And, at the end of the day, that person ends up, fucking you over, or you're having a falling out over something stupid like a girl or something like that. Because, yes, in the beginning, there was a friendship, but over time it turned into competition, which,
Yeah,
turned into envy, which turned into, the end of a friendship.
yeah. So they never was really friends in the first place. It was more of a it's like a more of an ego thing. It's like, I have to have people around me, but I have to feel like I'm better than them because it boosts my ego. It makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It's that type of shit that plays out in
Oh
this
yeah, it's
society.
sort of like an entourage.
Yeah, it's just like that's why you have to have winners and losers on every level, sports, entertainment, you name it. There always have to be a winner. Always has to be a loser. It's kind of like for one group of people to win in society, you got to have some bottom feeders. You got to have some people that's losing. You got to have a group of people that are parasites. That is that win loss mentality that has to go. If this country, I don't know, they want to, I don't know, they want to prosper. Because the way this shit is going down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I said, Shagame, all this shows me the mindset of where our country is at as a whole. That's what that's showing me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So this is all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on. This is it's crazy. It really is. It's like watching TV every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, look at some of the shows that come on. Look at some of the movies that are being made. I mean, look at all the stereotypes that a lot of the movies portray. I mean, it's like, look at all the hit shows. The reason why it's a hit because that's
mm,
where a lot of people see themselves. That's where they want to be in their imaginary mind. Look
mm-hmm.
at the show Scandal. That's a good
Yeah.
example of what I'm talking about. I mean, you got
Mm-hmm.
a woman that's a black woman that's a side chick to a white guy,
Yeah. That's that bull. That's that
and
bullshit.
and a lot of women are online leaving comments like, "Yo, I can't wait. I gotta get home. I gotta watch the show." I'm like,
Mm.
yo,
That's the mindset, Shark Game. Remember Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I mean,
yeah,
come on. This is
yeah,
this is what our women want to be. These are their hero, their heroes, the people that they idol. You know what I'm saying? Women that are ratchet, twerking, side pieces. Like, this is where our country's at. This is where we are as a whole right now.
Yeah, and the women that supposed to get shine, they're not on television at all.
Mm.
You
No.
got you got what? Kim Kardashian. She's like the goddess of women with no talent, no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just
This
look good.
this
That's it.
goes Yeah, no, this goes to show that sex sells. All this is sex. You know,
Yeah,
Kim Kardashian came in how? She made a sex tape. You know,
yeah,
same thing with like Paris Hilton. And Amber Rose was a stripper. So all this works into this is all sex sells. It's not about a good woman in the eyes of the media.
no,
It's about attractive, sexual. How can we bring people in? A nice girl is not going to bring an audience. Now, a girl that, you know what I mean, for sure, like Kim Kardashian and all them, that's gonna bring people's attention, and that's gonna make people what they want people to idol and be like, and that they can benefit off of and things.
yeah, exactly. It's just
Yeah.
a different. It's just a different game today. Really.
Mm.
You're gonna have to. I mean, if I was a 20-year-old dude, let's say a guy that's 21, you're gonna have to really navigate around a lot of the chaos that's out here. Really.
Yeah.
Because like almost nothing is what it seems to be today. It's it's like everything you want to get into. I mean, from the college you want to go to, the car you want to buy, the house you want to buy, to the group of people you want to be around or make friends with. It's nothing is what it
Mm.
looks like on the surface. Almost nothing. It's
Absolutely not.
like when you get to know some people, you might see somebody from a distance for a while, and then all of a sudden one day you finally approach them and introduce yourself. And once you get to know them, you be like, oh man, this
Mm-hmm.
chick is all fucked up.
you know you know what it is, shot game. People are good at putting up that front. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about that front at first. So you really it's really hard to really see who they are until time passes, and that's when you're like, wow, this is what this person's about. I wasted 3 months. you know.
Yeah, yeah. So you know that's why I always say don't expect anything out of anybody else.
That's right.
If you want to expect anything out of anybody, look in the mirror. That's it. I mean, don't expect anything out of anybody else until proven otherwise. Otherwise, you might disappoint yourself. I'm telling you.
That's true. That's true. And 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. That's why I follow that rule. Ever since I heard Shark Game say, I honestly I follow that rule. And like I said before, if you don't expect anything from anybody until they prove you wrong, you will never get hurt in a relationship, in a job, in a friendship. Because at the end of the day, by the time that you're not expecting, that you expect things from that person or whoever it might be, they've already shown you that you know you can rely on them, you can trust these people. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into not just allowing people right off the bat, right into your life and giving them, telling them your life story, and you know what I mean, then you set yourself up to get hurt, just like in relationships. Don't give it all off on top, and just let the person earn it.
Exactly. But most guys don't do that.
No, no,
They give all up front.
Sean Game, most guys don't do anything, man. You keep doing, man. Let's be honest. Most of these dudes, like all the videos Shark Game does, y'all need to take notes as if this was class and really just study this stuff. Because I know most guys don't do this. They listening to us right now. They're like, man, I gotta tighten up.
Hey, you know what? I got somebody sent me an email last week, and he said he bought my book, right?
Yep.
And he said he didn't learn nothing from it. I said,
Well,
really? Come on, really?
He really said that? He said he bought your book and learned nothing. And he took the time to email you and say, I learned nothing from this.
Said he read it. He said he read it. He said he didn't get anything out of it.
Well, you know,
really,
someone like that, if you honestly, if you're not able to get the information off the books that Shark Game has written, the 2 books he's written, and all the hundreds and hundreds of videos that he's put out now for the last couple of years, if you're still not getting the game at this point, then I you know what I mean. You can't save them all, Shark Game. Some of them you got to charge. You got to charge for the game, man. Like, you know, because that's wild, man. Alone of itself, people should be able to get this concept just by watching the videos. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll go buy the book. But
look,
you know,
if you can't get at least one thing from either of my books, either you're a parasite or you're just hopeless.
Hate to say it, but it's true. You don't want to say people are hopeless, but I mean, at that point, if you didn't get one thing out of the books or the videos, I mean, come on now.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, that's that. Can't sugarcoat that.
Exactly.
Can't. You know what I mean? That's wild. That's really wild. So I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, only time will tell on how the game and, you know, how dudes are gonna move out here. But, you know, like I said, guys, you know, you really got to get this game. You really, over everything, you really need to learn how to be a good judge of character. And you know what I'm saying? But before you can even be a good judge of character, you gotta like the person you look at in the mirror. That's the first thing. You gotta find yourself, have respect for yourself. Because if you don't have that, then none of this what we're saying is going to apply to you at all. You know?
No doubt about it. Self-respect. Self-respect, man. You got to love yourself. You know, the rap has been trying to tell these guys this for years. Matter of fact, Mary, she got a song talking about that. You got to love yourself.
Oh, yeah. Because like, how you gonna love somebody else when you don't even love yourself? That, I mean, come on, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Let's be real.
Yeah, you know, but hey, man, you know, hopefully this video, you know, gets out to the people that really want help. You know.
Yeah.
But hey, you know. We'll see, you know. But hey, man, I'm about. We've been going for like, goddamn, an hour now.
We've been going for an hour.
Yeah, we're on like an hour now.
Oh, all right. Yo, I don't even seem that long, Shark Game. Me and you, man, we just get in here and chop it up, man. You know how we do, man. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we'll do this again, man. Another time, you know.
All right, man. Sounds good to me, Shark Game. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right, hold it down.
All right, brother.